Good morning. Welcome back to Apple Park.
Today was WWDC, the Worldwide Developers Conference 2025. Today we'll be talking about the new features announced. So the event opens with Greg Federighi, SVP of Software, driving an F1 car on the roof of Apple Park. Then they talked a bit about Apple Intelligence. And then they talked about how all their new software was getting a major redesign, sort of like a new iOS 7. And boy, was this redesign major. We had all new icons for all the built-in apps with their new liquid glass design, which is super cool. It kind of reminds me of Windows Aero from Windows Vista and Windows 7. And it's also getting updated on the Mac. iOS 26. Apple has renamed all their software to match the model year that the software will be powering into, which in this case is 2026, so they call it iOS 26. The camera is now streamlined with the photo and video options readily available. And then you can swipe to get cinematic and portrait. The Photos app has been rolled back with new tabs for collections and library. This is great, and it was very terrible in the last iOS version. FaceTime gets its biggest redesign in generations. They made some updates to CarPlay. Are they ever going to give us that CarPlay update for last year? No, it's a CarPlay Ultra feature, apparently, where heated seats are sold separately. That's a B&W joke, by the way. Now, with new communications updates, with no more menus in the phone's apps, so everything is readily available on one page. And Apple will hold your calls with even more call screening features. As soon as they hear hold music, they're going to put you on hold, and they're going to wait so you can go clean your gutters or whatever. Now there's polls and group chats, so you could say, "Yo, dudes, we heading to Yellowstone this weekend? Yeah or no?" And you get no more unpaid parking ticket notices. The fake ones, because they're removing them from your messages, apparently. Emoji Mix, the new Apple Intelligence feature, is a feature of all time. And you can generate images now with ChatGPT. Auto Mix will mix your music together in what it deems to be a good way. And you can pin playlists and artists to the top of your feed. Windows Montana getting a digital driver's license with new wallet updates. And they also updated the boarding pass UI, where you can navigate the airport and find the nearest Krispy Kreme donuts. Then they said everyone loves playing games on iPhone.
People love playing games on iPhone.
And I'm not sure I love that, but you do you, Apple. Now there's a Games app where you can find what updates for your apps need, and you can see all the games you've ever downloaded on iPhone. I'm sure you can't get Angry Birds, because I think they removed Angry Birds from the App Store or something like that. WatchOS 26 Workout Buddy is a new Apple Intelligence feature where it'll motivate you.
Great job starting your run.
Now there's notes on Apple Watch, a very large feature. And so now I can type my task. tvOS just had a bit of design adjustments, and then they teased their new updated series. I'm not sure that's very important to the OS updates, though. macOS 26. macOS Tahoe. The crack marketing team is back at it again when they made some...
It's 18 hours.
Something like that. Now, there's new design elements in macOS and folder icons too, so you can put driving folder, so you can store your how to drive PDFs in there. And there's a phone app on Mac. And now, continuity in Apple ecosystem is 100 times better, in my opinion. They're making Spotlight way better. And they say, best way to find all your files on Mac. And now, I'd have to agree with their statements. They're really putting Alfred out of business with this new update. And Apple Intelligence can be in shortcuts now. And we're going to be gaming. Or something like that. Vision Pro, a $3,500 monstrosity. Now I can place my clock in my house for $3,500 with their new widgets feature. Can someone scream dystopia? I'm done with Vision OS. Figure it out yourself. Now we have a lot of rollover features on iPad OS from iOS, like just the design updates and such. We got iPhone on iPad, we got the phone app on iPad, and now they're listening to the community with these software updates. And Windows. They added Windows to Mac. So now you can multitask on iPad with Windows. Yeah. My script here says yeah. Bye has and they added a new mouse pointer instead of that blob. Last year we thought the calculator app was big. Now, this year, we're really saying, what's the computer from that iPad Pro ad a couple of years back? And Windows work on all iPads that support the update, not just the iPad Pro and Air. How great. And preview app on iPad. And there's an audio input selector for content creators. Is this a direct call out to DankPods in that one iPad video? Who at Apple locked in for this update? And I forgot to mention, now they have a menu bar. They ended that event with a little ditty called 6 out of 5 stars.
We've got a big week ahead of us. Let's go have a great WWDC.